Miriam and I felt so alone. But in a larger sense, we weren't. Millions of Jews had suffered for about 2,000 years because of anti-Semitism, the hatred, fear, and violence directed toward Jewish people simply because they are Jewish. Anti-Semitism has taken on different forms over the centuries. In the Middle Ages, Jews were banned from countries like France, Spain, and England. False stories were repeated that Jews murdered Christian children and drank their blood, and that Jews poisoned wells to spread the plague. There was no evidence for this, but people believed it. During the Spanish Inquisition, which began in the 1400s, religious rulers believed they were doing holy work by forcing Jews to convert to Christianity and killing or expelling those who refused. Even in modern times there were pogroms, where people would massacre groups of Jews. Usually the country's government was behind it, or let it happen. In the late 19th and 20th century, many people realized that the stories about Jews spreading the plague and drinking blood were superstitious and ignorant beliefs. But the anti-Jewish thoughts morphed into something new. People were putting more faith in science, so anti-Semites came up with the idea that Jews were naturally evil based on their race. "I'm not ignorant for hating Jews," they'd say. "I'm being scientific." To make things worse, a document called the Protocols of the Elders of Zion came out in 1903 in Russia and was sold around the world. The book claimed to be proof that powerful Jews were plotting to control the world through evil means. It was probably published by people massacring Jews as an excuse to murder their neighbors. It was easy to prove that the document was fake and had been copied from earlier documents, including some that had nothing to do with Jews. But for people who wanted an enemy, it was just what they needed. It gave them evidence to point to that fighting Jews was not only scientific, but moral. My classroom was full of little warriors ready to do the right thing because they had been told it was the right thing. They grew up in a world where some churches still taught people it was holy to hate Jews, a world where some politicians talked about Jews as if we were the enemy of the people. Like a lot of adults, my classmates never questioned it or thought they should dig a little deeper. As we had on so many other days after being bullied at school, Miriam and I ran home, crying. "Mama," I called, slamming open the door. "Yes, Eva?" my mama said. "Yes, calm down." I couldn't calm down. It was all so unfair. Hearing what my classmates and Mrs. Margit had done made Mama cry too. She held us close, whispering, "Children, I am so sorry. We are Jews, and we just have to take it. There is nothing we can do." I always looked to Mama for comfort, but hearing this didn't soothe me at all. I wanted to march back to school and hurt Mrs. Margit, hurt her the way she'd hurt me. Of course I couldn't. Mrs. Margit was a grown-up, and grown-ups got away with everything. But then I wondered, why can't Mama take a stand?